Here we have a medieval blacksmith fully built and designed to feel as realistic as possible. Inside you will find a detailed recreation of a forge inspired by historical designs. This is the third part of my economic building series. The focus here is on realistic construction with a clear functional style. Greetings, I am the Dombaumeister and today I'll show you step by step how to build this blacksmith. We start with the house and build a foundation using cobblestone and stone bricks, 9 blocks long and 7 blocks wide. For the floor we also add some smooth stone bricks. For repeating steps I show you the beginning and the rest in a time lapse. Next we build the walls. Using oak logs we place 3 corner pillars along the long sides, each 4 blocks high. On the gable sides we place a 2 block high pillar with the horizontal beam on top. Then we fill in the remaining wall sections with horizontal oak logs, 1 block higher on the long sides than on the gables. Next we build a small front extension. For that place 2 oak tree trunks with a 2 block gap from the foundation. These blocks are only available in creative mode. In survival you can simply use regular oak blocks. The rest of the extension is built using hardwood slabs and 2 stairs. For the railing we first place a row of halberd blocks. These will be removed later. Attach tavern trapdoors on the halberd blocks and activate them so they fall down. Next we add a simple wooden door and simple wooden windows. For a cleaner look I replace the oak logs at the edges with oak tree trunks. Then we build the staircase on the right side leading up to the upper floor. Place opposing hardwood stairs 3 blocks high. We cover the first 2 steps using vertical hardwood stairs and a simple wooden door. The top step is finished with 2 hardwood stairs. Now we build the roof gables using ornate hardwood planks. On the right side flush with the wall and on the left side on a 1 block wide overhang made from hardwood stairs and slabs. Next we build the forge, the main blacksmith furnace, right next to the house. I'm using different basalt blocks here, which have the perfect color palette to give it a used and 2D look. Using basalt, basalt cobble, cracked basalt and matching stairs, I'll show you this part layer by layer in detail. If you don't have basalt in survival, you can use any other stone instead. The chimney is 8 blocks high and the exhaust is built using basalt brick beams with 4 stairs. The fire pit is lined with cracked volcanic rock and then lit. I'm using the creative menu again here. Next we build the roof over the blacksmith area. At the front right corner, count 5 blocks forward and place the first support pillar, 3 blocks high using oak logs. Then place 2 more pillars, 4 blocks apart. The middle one is 4 blocks high. At the back, we place 2 more pillars, each 3 blocks high. On top of the pillars we add a frame and the main ridge beam using oak logs. We also place a second ridge beam on the house roof, extending 1 block over each gable. Using hardwood stairs on the house and softwood stairs on the extension, we add supports for the roof tiles. The house roof is made from redwood roof. The blue color creates a nice contrast with the wood. I'll show the tricky parts in detail and the rest in time-lapse. The roof overhang is decorated using simple wooden platform and more hardwood stairs. The ridge beam is covered with hardwood stairs and flat redwood roof. On the front side, we add a small dormer window in the center to bring more light in the upper floor. Finally, we finish the inside of the roof using redwood stairs and planks. The floor of the blacksmith area is made from a mix of different dirt blocks and gravel, giving it a worn and heavily used look. I'll show the beginning in time-lapse and cut the rest to keep things moving. Next, we decorate the beam structure at the front and back using hardwood fence. Using softwood roof, we built the first row of the blacksmith roof. For the next 2 rows, we use a flatter, shallow softwood roof. Make sure everything connects cleanly to the house roof. The area around the chimney is a bit tricky, so we briefly remove some blocks from the gable inside to place the roof more easily. Next, we build the ridge using hardwood planks and cover it with hardwood slabs. I decided to remove the oak logs at the front of the roof and raise the fences by 1 block to get a better view inside. You can choose whichever version you prefer. Now we finish the inside of the roof using hardwood stairs, slabs and planks. Then we add small dormer windows that act as smoke vents. For this we need to slightly adjust the interior again. Finally, redecorate the roof overhang using simple wooden platforms. Next, we build the working area. We place a counter for the blacksmith, an anvil and several workstations. Using cooled magma rubble, we represent coal as fill for the forge. Lastly, the house gets a small chimney made from cobblestone. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave a comment. And I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos. See you next time.